Hello, welcome back to Assassin's Creed 2. We're continuing the DLC. We've got some kids to find, kids to save.
Kids to rescue? Free the slaves?
No, they're not slaves. They're quite rich, really.
Oh, we're freeing rich kids.
Yeah.
From what?
We're a modern-day Robin Hood. Nice throw there, Ezio.
Whoop. His throws just, like, go off for miles.
They don't actually fall, I don't think.
No. Someone over in France might get hit by it.
So as you can see, Caterina Sforza's daughter is just as much of a firebrand as she is.
Of course. But she's just kind of
She's all
laying there.
Oh, she's tied up.
Okay, well, hey, you know, Ezio could get out of being tied up.
No, I don't think he could.
Well, I think he could. He could just eagle vision his way out of it somehow.
Well, what kind of eagle vision would that be?
I don't know. He'll, like, see a little, like, splinter on the wall, and then he'll just, like, rub it against it, and boom, he's up.
Eagle vision hasn't been a microscope yet. It's been X-ray vision, but it hasn't been...
Eagle vision can be whatever he wants it to be.
No, it's whatever Ubisoft wants it to be for the next one.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of different kinds of eagle visions manifesting in different people as the genes get more mixed up and stuff, but it does get kind of weirdly contrived at points.
How old is she supposed to be?
I don't know. I think she... Okay, well, she has the body of everyone else, so it's hard to tell. Her face looks like she's like 12.
Wait, so is she one of the first kids in this game other than, like, your own family?
I think so. I think she's meant to be like a little kid, but like I said, that looks like the regular NPC body of anybody else. And everyone else like generically 30 years old, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, they don't really
Do
have...
you hear that person just kept screaming as they fell? It's like, you're not actually falling down a pit, you know?
Well, water is that scary to them. They just keep screaming.
Even though they can't actually transmit any like voice vibrations when they're underwater.
Well, I don't know. It's just that scary to them. So I have a new task for you. Since we're going to be LPing all the Assassin's Creeds, and I'm assuming you're going to do all these Ezio ones in Italian, you have to learn Italian by the time we finish the last game.
Well, if that's the case, I'm just going to switch it back to English. And geez,
You're not going to take on the challenge? I'll buy you a chocolate bar.
Oh, I hate chocolate.
What? I don't know. I think it would be worth it for a chocolate bar. Learn a language.
Well, it'd be worth the language more than it would be for the chocolate bar.
Chocolate bar is like the cherry on the top.
No, that's actually a negative overall.
How come they... Oh, never mind. I answered my own question. I was going to say, how come they never put good cherries on the top? Like, it's always those nasty, like, fermented ones, but then I realize it's preservation. You can't put a nice cherry on top.
It's all about making, like, a really nice-looking cherry on the top as opposed to something that actually tastes good anyways. I don't think you're even really intended to eat them. It tastes like plastic.
I used to think that cherries were supposed to be like that, and then I had a real cherry, and I'm like, oh my god, cherries are actually like the best fruit ever. I never knew.
I actually like how cherries feel, but the taste is amazing.
Yeah, cherries taste so good. It's so much work though. You gotta go through that pit, and you only got like a little mouthful.
That's why I like the flavor, not the actual cherry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my parents used to have friends that owned a cherry farm, and we'd just go and take like buckets and buckets of cherries from there, and it was awesome.
I don't know where you have a mental image of just wild cherries roaming in the grass.
Yep, that's basically how it was. You have to set like cherry traps.
Oh, so we're getting to Assassin's Creed 3 territory with that.
Yep. So they don't scream when they fall off this, but they scream when they fall off into
you
water.
grab them with your hidden blade, so I assume they're already dead, which is kind of a mercy, because can you imagine falling like that? That'd be terrifying.
It would be.
Well, who is he talking to? No one would be able to hear him from there.
He's just practicing his speech. I don't know.
He's actually an actor.
Yeah. See, he's killing two birds with one stone right now. He's acting and he's, like, guarding.
Yeah, you gotta make the most of your talents.
Yeah, exactly. He's hoping that maybe some wandering soul will hear his amazing acting skills and hire him.
Oh, okay. I guess that's... Oh,
There
never
you
mind.
go.
The gun's too overpowered, honestly.
I know.
Instant death, and as oh, I guess he had to fall into place.
Yeah, in Watch Dogs, one of the piracy privacy, whatever the word is, privacy investigations. You like look into someone's room and it's a kid and a dad playing Assassin's Creed, and it's one of those scenes where Ezio or whoever is holding the person and talking to him after he's dead, and the dad's like, "Why is he talking to him when he's dead?" and stuff like that, and the kid's like, "Ah."
Yeah, I heard about that one.
I thought it was pretty cool how they did that.
The death thing really does raise weird questions about how the people died, because Ezio's always there to talk to them, but in a lot of situations it really wouldn't work that way because you're surrounded by like, guards, or you're supposed to you actually have to kill them with the hidden gun or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know, I like that they have it. It's kind of cool. You get the last word in.
See, like, that boy, he's supposed to be like a lot younger by the sounds of it, but he's the exact same height as the girl.
Maybe he's just tall. Guys are always taller. Not always.
That's sexist.
Actually, girls are usually taller at that age anyways, but...
What age? We don't know if they're 30 or if they're 8?
On average, males are taller than females, so...
Well, this is also a different time period. Back
What,
then,
do you think they weren't taller then?
People are, like, on average, a lot shorter back in the day.
Maybe
We've
in
gotten
Italy.
taller and taller over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, haven't you heard about that whole thing with the myth of Napoleon, where everyone's like, oh, he's so short, but actually he was average height for the time?
Oh, yeah. Ah,
So many guards.
I hate them.
Of course, it's nothing compared to the number of guards in Assassin's Creed 3, but I will get to that much later.
Yeah, in like 10 years.
I don't know. Want to place a bet on how long it'll take to get there?
Okay, I bet by the time we actually play Assassin's Creed 3 for the channel, keeping in mind that we have to go back to Assassin's Creed 1 first for some reason and do the side games like on the
That poor
Vita.
horse.
But he gets up, he's fine. I'm gonna say 5 years from now.
I think that's a bit high, because I think we could, if we got down to it, could get through more than 2 or 3 Assassin's Creed games per year. So I think we'd get sooner than that.
Okay.
Let's just make roadblocks.
I know. Oh, another horse.
Good thing it's just there. Poor immortal horses, though, like they just take so much punishment.
I know.
And they're both dead now. We got the apple back.
Oh, good.
So that was a crisis averted, I think.
So how did they... Okay.
What?
How did they get this apple in the
They
first
stole it
place?
from Katerina, and you did not pay attention.
And why did Katerina have it, though?
Because Ezio gave it to her for safekeeping when he went to save the kids.
Right.
Quali miserie nascono dall'avidità. Requiescati in pace.
Resquiet in pace.
You can't say it.
I'm not Italian, okay?
Why didn't you learn Italian then?
I should.
So you said that, you just stabbed it. Which is smart, you know, if you're on your deathbed anyways, you might as
Why
well get a
not?
little bit of revenge or something like that.
Yeah.
Try and take someone with you.
Poke his eyes out or shoot him.
Well, I don't know why he goes quickly for the eyes. It'd probably be easier just to stab the chest when he's leaning over you anyways. Oh yeah. Now a mysterious cloaked guy has the apple.
Oh,
He's missing a finger. What could that mean?
so this is how the DLC ties into the rest of the game. Okay, makes sense.
What do you mean?
Isn't that, like, when you go into the rest of the sequences in the normal game without having played the DLC sequences, you don't have the apple.
Yeah, you do.
Do you?
You don't know anything about this game. Have you even played Assassin's Creed?
No, I'm faking it this whole time. I've just been, like, Spark Notes, reading it.
No, if you're using Spark Notes, you'd actually know what's going on.
I don't know. Spark Notes can be pretty off sometimes. Whoa, you're white. Holy cow, you're pale. I'm pretty sure
bright in
you're
the
dead.
morning.
You're probably a ghost right now because you could not be that pale. Especially in that hot Italian sun, there's no way you'd be that white.
You're in like a marsh area for one thing. And it's like a bright, cloudy day.
Yeah, you were there for like a couple days at the most. Now you're back in Italy, I'm assuming.
But no, you're still there. with her. He just got stabbed too, so that could have something to do with it. You might have lost a bit of blood.
Exactly. You lost so much you're dead because you would not be that white.
Caterina, devo andare. Subito.
Like, look, she's somewhat pale, but
They're
normal.
both equally pale. That's how the lighting is in this area.
La mappa di cui parlava Nicolò. Suo marito.
Ex marito, prego. Giuro che avrebbe trovato la
So how long's it been?
le pagine del codice.
I think it's a couple days, something like that.
Potresti anche
You
trovarla
recovered
qui,
fast.
ma non la cripta.
Maybe it was weeks.
Sai,
Years.
nelle paludi qui vicino
He does have
c'è
some
una
facial
barriera
hair.
che ho visto dei
And did you notice how he has a little scar on his beard where, or not beard, mustache, where he got hit by that rock the first time?
Oh, really?
maledetta monaco.
Good attention to detail.
Dai, Caterina.
Oh, lo so bene.
Oh.
That was the weirdest expression to end that with.
Just go to someone in random public and do that.
So we gotta find this cloak guy now.
And kill him? Killing cloak guys.
I mean, I assume you'd kill him because you are, an assassin and all that, but maybe Ezio will be a good guy this time.
Maybe he'll lock him up and take him to the local police.
This isn't Batman.
Yes, it is.
It is, pretty much, but Ezio actually kills people.
A lot of people. But Ezio also kills, like, everybody.
Not everybody. He didn't kill civilians.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, accidentally sometimes, but other than that. You never know. Sometimes you might just jump backwards 50 feet and stab people. It's not his fault.
Yeah, he's just having an off day and he just kind of misstepped by accident.
Yeah, misstepped 50 feet backwards.
Yep.
Guards are annoyingly alert in this mission, just to warn you. Like, running is pretty much going to screw you over immediately, so just use these crowds and take your time.
These crowds are religious people.
Crowds of monks. Because that guy was wearing monk robes. And now these guards just randomly beating up a monk.
Idiot. Monks are holy people. Oh, he keeps beating him up. Doesn't care that his friend just got stabbed.
Grazie. Mi chiedevo se potevate aiutarmi.
He's very focused on his work.
Thank you for killing the people who were just giving me a punch.
Giving me a punch. That's one way to say
No,
it.
let's just say you're in a... Like, I was thinking about this the other day. You're in a back alley, someone comes over to mug you, and they throw a couple punches, take your wallet, and then a guy swoops out of the air and brutally murders both of them. Don't you think that's kind of, like, overkill?
No, because they're threatening your life. You don't know if they have a gun or anything like that. Like, they could be trying to kill you for all you know.
I feel like we talked about this already.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Come sempre.
Yeah, because, like, in Watch Dogs, when you, say, rob a car, the person will call the cops, and the cops will come, and even if you just stand there, you don't do anything, you put away your weapon, and you surrender, they'll just come and then all shoot you until you die.
Sounds like typical video games to me. I mean, if Payday has taught me anything, it's that cops just keep coming in huge 100 army waves of cops and just shoot you to kill.
But at least in Payday, you like, robbed.
So now you have to chase
actually.
after this annoying guy.
Oh. Wherever he is.
It's difficult to say.
Oh, there we go. Just Eagle Vision it up.
I kind of miss the tagging, but it's also kind of cool that they leave a path in this game, as opposed to the later ones where you can just tag them and then they show up on your thing.
I like the tagging more, though, personally. It's a lot easier.
Exactly, I think it's a bit too easy.
Uccido solo chi uccide gli altri.
Yeah, and, like, you don't even, like, if you're on the other side of a building, you don't lose your target.
Ora sta a sentire. Cerco un monaco vestito di nero. Gli manca un dito della mano.
Mi manca un dito? Intendi dire come
So we're looking for Savonarola.
Savonarola, yeah.
Savonarola.
The religious guy.
è stato uno di noi.
Savonarola.
Savonarola.
Gli consigliamo di
I don't remember how it's pronounced.
I think
It's
it's
been a long time since I was
Savonarola.
in elementary school.
We learned about this in elementary school.
Yeah, do you not remember what this
No.
guy is? Well, do you remember what the DLC is called?
I know he was burnt. I know that from the Borsches TV show. He was burnt at a stake.
Burnt in maybe a
Bonfire
Bonfire?
of Vanities.
which is what the DLC is called.
Yes.
And now we prepare to fast forward. We'll find out where this all leads next time.
Adios.
I was waiting for
There's
that.
like 2 minutes left.
15 seconds.
Is there? Oh. I thought it was like 2 minutes. I'm like, what are you doing?
Ehi Desmond, credo di aver riparato quel ricordo difettoso. Perché non provi ad aprirlo?